Okay, I'm going to show you again a different drawing. This time I'm going to draw a bear. What I have here in front of me is just another quarter sheet of drawing paper that I've used in other demonstrations. It's just from Walmart. It was a bigger piece of paper that I have since cut down so that way I could use more of it. Okay, so another thing, if you watched the video, this is a piece of mail that I had gotten that I just drew a tree on the back of. So there's that other video that I posted that you can watch that. But here's just the drawing paper. So I'm going to draw a bear using 10 circles and a letter W. All right, so here we go. So I'm just going to draw the face of the bear. Okay, let's start with that. I'm just going to draw the face of the bear. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep trying to get this set up the best that I can. I'm not used to it being here at my house. I'm used to it being at school, and that is taking me a little bit of getting used to. Okay, so here we go. That should be better for us. Let me go a little bit higher. Again, I apologize. Normally I know exactly where I want things to be, and it generally works well. Okay, so here we go. Drawing a bear, 10 circles, and a W. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the nose, okay? So I'm going to draw the nose, obviously, with the circle. I said 10 circles. So here's circle number 1, the nose. Okay, so there's circle number 1, the nose. Number 2 is the highlight of the nose. I'm going to make a small circle there. We got the highlight. Now I'm going to make the snout. Okay, that's kind of that mouth portion of the bear that kind of it sticks up off of their face. Okay, so the snout. So here's circle number 3. I'm going to make a bigger circle. I want more of the circle to be down here than up here. Okay, so I'm going to make a bigger circle. Okay, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect circle, but you know, a bear is a living thing, therefore it is not perfect either, just like all of us. Okay, so there's circle 3. Circle 4 and circle 5 are the eyeballs. Okay, so now this is his snout. Okay, his nose and his snout. That's the part that's going to stick out from him. Okay, so think of this as kind of a stuffed teddy bear type of thing. Okay, so his eyes are going to sit here. Okay, so I'm going to draw some eyes. There's circle 4. There's circle 5. Okay, my circle 4 is not quite the same size as my circle 5. I'm going to make that fix it. It's closer. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's closer. Okay, 6 and 7, circle 6 and 7 are the pupils. Doop. Doop. Okay, he's really coming together, isn't he? All right, let me bring this down. And I got the cord in there too. Isn't that lovely? All right, so he's looking awesome, isn't he? Woo! Sorry, probably not my best recording skills here right now, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to do his head, okay? Now, there's a couple different ways that I can do this. If I do not want to have to erase, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break part of my circle. I don't mind erasing, so I'm not going to really necessarily do that because that seems more difficult to me than erasing. Okay, so this is essentially his mouth because it's his snout. So down here where his chin would be, my circle is not going to be quite as full. Up here where it's more of like the back of his head and his neck, the part that, you know, more of his face and where like his ears would be, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Not like drastically bigger, but more of the circle is going to sit up here then it sits down here. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put more of the circle up here, less of the circle where his chin is going to be. Oh, isn't he looking great? All right, that's circle number 8. Okay. Circle number 9 and 10, those are the ears. And my circle number 8 is looking more like an oval. Just a second, I'm going to give him, round out his little face here. Okay, erase some of those extra lines. Okay, so don't be afraid to erase. Erase if you need to. I probably could have drawn him a little bit bigger. That's okay. Alright, so I got fixed 8. Okay, let's go back to 9 and 10. We've got the ears, okay? The ears, let's say kind of make a diagonal line here from the eyes. That's where the ears are, okay? So we could have left open this space for the ears, but yeah. So they're not full circles. We're going to cut off the bottom of them and make the ears. Okay, see how I kind of cut off the bottom of the circle to make his ear. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. Trying to make his ears about the same size, which, they're there. They're not perfect, but oh, it's not so bad. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of detailing because, you know, we can see his ears they're not flat, right? Okay, so that, erase this part here. That's our part of our circle 8 that I said you could have left out, but I think it's just easier to erase. Yep, that's what I was talking about, that right there. Okay, so now we're going to come back here to where we drew his nose, okay? So remember how we left more space down here? Now we're going to get into kind of a W shape, almost. I'm going to say, in my opinion, it doesn't really look like a W. To me, it's more like I'm making a letter J and then a backwards letter J. But the person who showed me this said that it was a W for the mouth, which I kind of see, sort of. So I'm going to come down here from the nose, and I'm going to circle it out like this. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to circle it out like this. Okay, that's what they said looks like a W. And I'm fixing the bottom of my circle. It's kind of flat, sorry. I'm going to round it out just a little bit better. Okay, so kind of drew it a little small for the size of paper that I have. If I was to draw it again, I would make it bigger. But I got a cute little cartoony bear face with 10 circles and, well, it says a letter W, which I do see a letter W, but I think a letter J and a backwards letter J makes a little more sense. But I do see the W. So there's a cute little cartoony bear face with 10 circles and a letter W.